everyone and welcome to Straight from the Horse's Mouth, and today we're joined by the beautiful Kerry, straight from the pool.
Straight from the pool.
From Burntwood Canine Hydrotherapy. So, let's jump straight in. Are you ready? So, you've obviously got a horsey background as well.
I have, yeah.
So, when did you first develop your love for horses?
I think I was born with it. I really do.
Yeah.
I used to, when I was a kid, I just used to sit on the worktop looking out the kitchen window, and when people went by riding horses, I used to sit and cry. You know, so it was like so emotional because I so desperately wanted to even just... I was one of those kids that would muck out for a week if you just let me brush the horse or something. So eventually my mum took me to Throstlenest Saddlery because it was really like the only place back then, back in the day, that did riding lessons. So I just used to go there every weekend and never want to come home, you know, so I loved it.
I don't know, anything for a free ride and stuff like that. So
I'd muck out. I was that kid that would muck out literally forever if I could just pat the pony. Yeah.
So, when did you get your first pony then? What was it called?
Oh, it was a 12-2 dun called Jimmy. It was an absolute beast. Oh, it was so bad. It was a really naughty pony, yeah, it was great.
Why were you naughty?
Oh, it was just typical naughty pony, so...
Have you off at any point?
Oh, he kicked me in the head and all sorts of, absolute, terrific little pony, Jimmy.
So what was your chosen discipline then to like maybe say now, or what have you done throughout?
I was definitely like a want-to-be show jumper. I was really rubbish, really rubbish. But yeah, definitely.
But you enjoyed it?
Oh, yeah, I did enjoy it, yeah. So yeah.
And as you've come through life, have you carried on doing the show jumping?
I used to do show jumping quite a bit, but only at local level, nothing exciting. And now I'm just pretty much happy hacker. I know my place.
I haven't been on all for 5 years. I don't think I know what to do now. Here we go. Who is your equestrian inspiration as you were growing up?
So I've had a giggle about this with Joe, and I think we know about all this. So definitely Tim Stockdale, I think. So always just so down to earth and a grafter, and Tim Stockdale.
That's what I think is nice about like Tim Stockdale, Jeff Billington, the Whitakers. They're all very like Yorkshire
and so open and friendly.
Yeah.
So you
can relate to them a bit more.
Exactly.
I suppose. Yeah. I mean, not the ability.
No, definitely not. But a lot of them very approachable. Great. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about you and your Burntwood Canine Hydrotherapy. What do you do? What does it entail?
So I started out in equine nursing, some time ago. And I thought, I don't think I'll be able to do this in like 20 years' time. You know, I used to date horses and they're quite heavy. And I was like, this work's not going to be me in 20 years' time. So I started sort of like sidestepping into dogs and to take my knowledge with me that I'd learned in the equine nursing. So I thought, maybe I'll do some physio. But at that time, you had to be a human physio before you could be an animal physio.
Okay.
And I had zero interest in humans. So I just started doing some canine massage, sports massage, doing agility dogs, and then I started seeing more and more hydrotherapy. And I thought there were a gap in market really where I was, and so I built a hydrotherapy centre, and the rest is history, I suppose, as I say. Yeah, that's when I started. It must be, I don't know now really, maybe 16, 18 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when you say you built that centre, what is there? What is?
So originally it was just an old wooden stable block. So I took that down, built a brand new building. It was beautiful, with a big pool and a lovely reception, etc. It was just really nice. It was just purpose built for hydrotherapy. Yeah. But then I had a little bit of a midlife crisis and got divorced, as you do in your midlife. So I had to relocate the pool. So I relocated it to Moorhouse Equestrian Centre. Because Sue Hobson, who's at Moorhouse Equestrian, so she's just great. So she's a great place to be. So we've got ample parking, it's a really rural setting, lots of lovely places to go and walk the dogs, and it's great. We really love it down there. Yeah. So that's where we are now at Moorhouse Equestrian Centre.
So when the dogs come to you, then what is your job? What do you do with them?
It could be any reason why they come to us. So it could literally be confidence around water, that they're going on holiday, they want to make sure the dogs can swim so that they're nice and safe out on a walk. Could be orthopaedic, so they could have had some pins and plates or any really procedure done at the vets. We do maintainers for arthritis, lots of old dogs, young puppies, young big dogs as well that can't be exercised very much. So it's a really good environment for many medical issues.
And does it really benefit, for example, dogs with arthritis and joint issues? Is it a lot less strenuous than, I say, walking on ground?
Yes, it's a virtually non-weight bearing environment. So it's not a non-weight bearing environment, because obviously they're stood on the ramp or they're stood on the pod, but it's a virtually non-weight bearing environment. So they can have a greater range of movement inside the pool, and they can, maybe they've had a procedure so they can't like play anymore, so they can't play with the ball anymore, and that maybe might be a big drive for that dog. But that's 20 minutes in the pool where the owner and the dog can do that. Because they can have that sort of interaction with their owners again in the pool. So it's a real emotional time sometimes. In the pool, it's really great.
And do most dogs enjoy it?
No, not all. There are some that really don't. I mean, we've got a resident dog here who's a prime example who doesn't really enjoy it, Kerry. The Iron Horse mascot, Kerry. I thought he might really come in to make an appearance on camera. Maybe he should. So Kerry comes every Friday morning for his swim, and he complains about it the entire time that he's there. I think secretly, really deep down, he really quite likes to come. He comes in, he's all lovely and dry and fluffy, and he leaves absolutely, he's drenched. So, but and he does, well, you know, Kerry, he likes to make a song and dance about everything. So
And the reason he comes through is more for his joints and things, isn't it?
Maintenance. So So Vanessa and Joe are really keen on keeping his mobility the best it can possibly be.
So
the weekend starts here when Kerry arrives.
The loud screaming of the dog.
It, that's Friday morning starts.
So, do you have any dog hacks, tips or tricks for listeners?
Dog hacks. There's some horse ones.
Horse ones?
Yeah, horse ones. So my most favourite thing ever for horses is just definitely baling twine. I know it's the most simple thing, baling twine. We've giggled about this so many times.
Keep a bag of baling twine.
You've just got to always, especially keep it in the winter, because when summer comes and you might stop using the hay, keep it. You can use it for everything.
Literally.
And it's the only thing that cuts itself, so you don't even need to go and find a knife to cut it. Exactly. It's marvellous stuff. That's it. Baling twine for everything.
Every yard has got an old
forget
feed
your
sack
dog lead.
full of...
Forget
exactly.
your dog lead. Get a bit of baling twine.
I've used it for a belt many a time.
Exactly.
And what's next for you? What's next for Burntwood?
So Burntwood's growing. So recently I joined forces with an old employee of mine, Jade Bing. So we're in partnership now. So it's a limited company and it's growing. We've opened another centre in Leeds, New Family Leeds. So we've got 2 centres. I manage the Doncaster one, Jade manages the Leeds one. We're hoping to put underwater treadmills in both the centres, so they'll grow.
Wow.
And then my ideal, I don't know if the girls are following me or not, is to open a 3rd pool, but in Northumberland, and then I could go manage that one. Yeah, I could go manage that one. Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely.
I'd be quite happy up there. And then Mel can do Doncaster, Jade can do Leeds, and I'll go north.
So you heard it here first.
So there you go.
That's the business plan.
Yeah.
To get used to it.
See ya.
So it's growing and growing and growing. I suppose the more people know about it, the more clients you'll get in and things like that.
Yeah.
Like my dog, when I bought her, I only had her 3 days. She fell off the sofa, broke a leg, metal plate and everything. So I think I'm keen to get her going into it, just again to keep the ability. She's done it 18 months now, going into 2 years, but I think just to get that mobility now, so it's that prevention's better than the key, isn't it?
Physiotherapists that work with us as well,
Oh,
that
nice.
sort of come out to your home and start that rehabilitation process before you can come to the pool. So we offer a full service.
Amazing.
Therapy,
And how do we find out about your services?
We've got a website, www.burntwoodhydro.com. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. We're rubbish at TikTok, but we really are trying our best.
You can only but try.
We really keep trying.
So, we're going to do some quick fire questions with you now, a little bit of fun.
Okay.
But before we do that, we're obviously going to do a little section called Dead or Alive.
Oh, yes.
Reason because you thought people were alive, and
When apparently
sadly they're not.
They've been dead a long time, apparently. Yes.
So I'm going to ask you a few people that Joe has kindly got me here.
Thanks,
and
Joe.
and also wrote next to them if they're dead or alive.
Oh my gosh.
So, are you ready?
I think so.
Harvey Smith.
I don't want him to be dead, but I think he might be. Is he not dead? Excellent, he's not dead.
I hope you're not the Grim Reaper.
Well done. Well done. Well done, Harvey Smith. For
Yeah,
making
well
it this
done.
far.
85.
Get Harvey Smith.
There you go. Prince.
He's definitely dead.
Yeah,
I think he expired on an aeroplane, didn't he? I think he did.
2016. No.
I don't know. Yeah.
Willie Carson.
Dead.
Alive.
Is he?
81. Tim Stockdale.
Oh, now you see, this brought me real sadness, but he's dead. Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah. 2018. Elizabeth Taylor.
I don't know. I think she could keep going forever, wouldn't she? I think she knows enough surgeons to keep her going. I'm saying alive.
She died in
Oh,
2011.
blood neck.
The racehorse Tiger Roll.
Alive.
Correct.
Hey.
And is now in the showing world.
Is she
14 years old. David Broom.
alive.
Correct.
Excellent. Well done, David
old.
You've made it.
I mean, if you get this one wrong. Margaret Thatcher.
I think she might have shuffled off the mortal
She
coil.
absolutely
maybe,
has. Yeah, 2013. John Whittaker.
Oh, I think he's still going, yeah.
Correct, 68 years old. Joan Collins.
Oh, I think she's still going.
Correct.
Yeah, good old Joan
91.
Collins, yeah.
Queen Elizabeth II.
She's how old? 91?
91.
She's never
And then the surgery
wow.
does well, doesn't it? Queen Elizabeth II.
I think she might have just about
Yeah,
gone, yeah.
definitely did, yeah. Tina Turner.
Alive. Is she alive?
Died last year.
Oh,
And I feel like I'm like giving you bad news. Angela Lansbury.
I think she's dead now.
Correct, she died 2 years ago. And that's the end of Dead or Alive.
Ooh,
Well, you actually did quite well then. I don't know, I think you got 3 wrong.
that's not bad.
But it's very
Jo
good.
will be right impressed.
She will.
She must try harder next time.
She must. I mean, Margaret Thatcher was like that, Jesus.
Yeah.
Right then, quick fire round. Are you ready?
I think so.
Beach walk or forest walk?
Forest.
Crocs or sliders?
And if they've got glitter, then it's even better. Definitely Crocs.
Cinderella Crocs.
Yeah, Cinderella Crocs.
Saddle or like me, bareback?
I started out bareback as a kid, but now I'm too old now, so it's definitely a saddle now.
Yeah.
Need a bit of safety.
I think
Got to go to work tomorrow.
Poo pick or muck out?
Or muck out every time. That beautifully mucked out stable with
Yeah.
a perfect bank.
And it's all in one area.
Just love it. Just love it.
It's nice to have them out in the
Oh,
fields, but
yeah.
it's easy to put
Just
one bar in
love
one
that.
place. And
Love that mucked out stable. Yeah.
And now you want straw shavings, chickens.
But it's got to be perfectly with banks and everything. Yeah.
All
That's
around.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I can't stand this bank at the back. What's it? It needs to be like a
Just at the
sofa, doesn't
back?
it? Yeah, what's that about?
What's that? Look, 3
Yeah.
sides minimum. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It needs to look like a DFS sofa, doesn't it? If you don't want to lay in it, they
Yeah.
aren't laying in it.
Yeah.
Dance tent or rock stage?
Rock stage.
Who's your favourite band?
Well, just not in a dance tent. It's too many germs. Just put me outside in the open air.
Absolutely. Sun holiday or snow holiday?
Snow.
Oh, are you a skier?
I'm rubbish. Snowboarder, but
Apro
I'm really
skier then.
I'm just really rubbish at it. Yeah, so if you see me coming on a snowboard, you can really move out my way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really bad.
So along with your horse, who with their horse would you take on a desert island?
I think I'd have to go from my badminton days. Not badminton competing, badminton spectating with my friends. I think I'd go Ian Stark with Sawati.
Nice. And then last but not least, happy hacker or crazy competitor?
I've been both, but I'm definitely the happy hacker now.
I know, I think everyone gets to that, don't they?
Yeah.
I think if I was to come back into horses, I 100% would be happy hacker
Yeah,
again.
definitely,
Can't
yeah.
deal with the stress. And
No.
why is it you in a show jumping ring and all of a sudden you forgot your number?
Forgot everything.
What comes after 3?
Yeah.
Right, well, thank you ever so much.
Great,
and of course,
yeah.
Sue then.
So,
Thank you ever so much, Kerry, for coming to talk to us
You're
today.
welcome.
We're on episode 5. Would you like to add anything before you leave?
No, just thanks for inviting me. We should get Curly on camera, I think. The
I
little guy.
know.
We should go grab him.
He's gone for a poo.
Yeah, I don't think we need to see him doing that, really.
And obviously, today is Thursday when we're filming this, which means tomorrow's Curly's day and tomorrow is the weekend.
My first dog in the morning will be Curly, yes.
Do you have them loop earphones?
I really do need them. She'll send you a small clip tomorrow, yes.
Oh my God, yeah, then we can put it on the
we'll add it in, yeah, we will do that.
Oh God. Well, thank you ever so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, listening.
Thank you.
No matter how big or small, Gemma the Vet is always on call. There isn't much she doesn't know, from the horse's head to its toe. It's Gemma the Vet, Gemma the Vet, Gemma the Vet, Gemma the Vet, Gemma the Vet.
I have an older pony that is 20 and he's losing weight. What can I do?
Yeah, so this is a very common finding, I think, in horses as they get older. And there's a lot of sort of easy steps that you can do. I think that this would be personally a combination of getting in touch with your veterinary surgeon and also speaking to a nutritionist. And I think we don't use a lot of equine nutritionists enough in terms of their knowledge about their feed products. So all the reputable feed companies will have people that know their products inside out, and they have equine scientists that work for them that can advise you on the best products to buy. But I think both in combination is the best way forward. I think, you know, it's a good idea to go and speak to an equine nutritionist, but actually if there's an underlying condition that your horse has got, it doesn't matter what food you're going to put into it in order to try and help it gain weight. So whenever I think of weight loss, I always think of it in 3 basic steps. It's either that the horse is not getting enough food, it's that they are not being able to process their food in the right way, or that they're passing out too much of the nutrition, usually protein, in either their feces or their kidneys. So they're the 3 ways that I think about it. And if you just think about those 3 ways, that then covers most of the reasons as to why your horse might be losing weight. But there's a few specific things in old horses that a few tests will be able to cover most of these things. So whenever I went to see a horse losing weight, I always went for the 3 basic things first. Teeth. So very common in old horses that their teeth are becoming loose, less effective, not wearing as well. So they can't chew the food properly. And chewing is the first part of digestion of food. So if they're not chewing their food properly, they're not going to digest it properly. So I would definitely get their teeth checked. I would do a worm egg count, like we've just discussed. Is it because the horse is old and actually they've been fine previously? Have they got a resistance to the wormers that you've been using if you are still bolus worming? Or is it that they're older now and they're becoming more sensitive to them? So I would check their worm burden. So that's another thing that easily can be done. And then the next thing that I would do from a veterinary point of view is take a blood test. And a blood test, they're not cheap. But they can give you so much information from one test. So you can find out if they have some underlying illness that might be causing them to lose weight. Cushing's disease is very common in older horses. That's a separate additional test that's specific that you have to ask for, but checking their ACTH levels and determining if they've got Cushing's disease, that will cause them to break down muscle and lose weight. So that's a common finding in old horses. And if you do a full blood count, you can see whether there's any inflammatory conditions in the horse. You can check their muscle enzymes. You can check their liver enzymes and also their renal parameters. And that will give you a lot of information on whether or not you need to do more investigation. If all these things come back normal, then I would then be saying, right, you need to speak to a nutritionist and you need to get some better advice on what you're feeding your horse on, and actually you might just be able to change the diet and improve it. But if any of these results come back with information, in terms of the blood tests or if you check the mouth and actually they need loads of dental work, I would just do the dental work and then, see how the horse goes. And if the blood's revealed something, you'd then go down that route of trying to treat the underlying condition. And I've seen many horses, particularly with Cushing's disease, that I've diagnosed older horses losing weight and actually treated them for the Cushing's disease, not changed too much else. And actually they've flourished from that because you're treating the underlying condition. So I think the first instance is give your vet a call and get their advice. But I think, a worm egg count, a dental check, and then a blood test is probably the first places that I would start.
So hello everyone and welcome to episode 5 of Strictly the Horse's Mouth. This is normally JVT, but V is no longer with us. It's not a memorial episode, no. She is out show jumping this weekend. So we've actually called in the cavalry. We've got my fiance, Charlie Leonard.
Hello.
do sound like you have what don't you want to come.
Hi.
And we've got the queen herself, the Queen of Moss, the founder, creator, penny in the arse. Joking. Jean Waterman. We've dug her up, we've dusted her off, and she's So let's just address the elephant in the room.
I think this is going to last very long.
We'll address the elephant in the room, Jean. Obviously, episode 3, I did say you were just a few years younger than the Colosseum in Rome. You know I'm just a comedian, Jean.
You've aged since I first met you.
And you know what? The funniest thing is, as you're walking over, I said to Joe, look at me, this woman gets younger as I see her, the more I see her. So yeah, there's your little compliment.
Be careful.
Yeah. So we'll introduce you both. So we'll start with Charlie, because I feel like yours is going to be a bit shorter than James.
A lot shorter.
So Charlie, tell them about you, where you're from, how we met.
Oh, good God.
Just briefly.
I'm Charlie. We met about 2 years ago now, wasn't it? Through another, business, the Pauline Quirk Academy. My best friend brought me to assist. You were obsessed as soon as you saw me. And I moved into Tickhill 2 weeks later.
And the rest is history.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how we met. Obviously, I performing background, went to drama school with Jordan, who obviously worked with in Guildford. And then, just performed a bit and now settled in Doncaster. Not settled, very appreciative. That's the only
Not
thing you'll get on me.
Not compliant.
Yeah. Consent is key.
And so Charlie's background is performing, so that's obviously why we're connected and everything like that. So yeah, which is why I've also brought him on here, because I'm not dragged him, he is a performer, he loves doing little radio things and home. So yeah, we are trying to drag him into a podcast at some point.
Absolutely. A little cameo role.
2 puffs and penny I think we're going for.
Yeah.
2 puffs and penny.
2 puffs and penny. It was 4 puffs and a piano, wasn't it?
Yeah, but 2 dropped out.
3 puffs and a June.
And a queen!
And a queen! Yeah.
I feel like this bit should actually have its own little spin-off. We should bring it back every so often, Jean and Charlie. It should be called like Booking Breakfast or Bitches That Breakfast.
Bitches.
Or like bitches. You know, like the nice version, not like the dog or.
Bitches that brunch.
There you go. You made it here first. Spin-off podcast. So, Jean, tell us about you. Tell us about your background. We could even say, can you hear that thing? Ah!
It's a bird.
Is that Alexa going off? It's agriculture.
A pigeon.
So, tell us about you. Tell us about your horsey background.
I haven't got one.
I know, that's the last thing. But how funny that you've then now come to own an equestrian shop. Tell us about you. Where did it all start?
So, first of all, I need to let you all know I'm not gay. So,
She's the queen. She's the queen in the pot.
There it is. Just
Right.
stop.
Back to it. So, yes, when I retired, I took early retirement. I was in the rag trade. So I worked in the rag trade all my life and took retirement and took 12 months out and thoroughly enjoyed my not working. And then all of a sudden I got bored. So I decided I was going to get a little part-time job. Hence, Roy said to me, what can we do with this old barn that we've got? So I said, can't do anything for me. Nobody will come out here for fashion.
That's it.
Yeah.
So he said, well, what is there out here? I said, there's nothing but bloody horses. And that's how it all started. So that's where I took 6 months out, then looking at every tack shop, all you people that have tack shops 20 odd years ago, I've been in them. And I came and assessed your shop. And
Mystery shopper.
without being rude, I thought, yeah, I can do that.
Oh! Mic dropped up. I'm off.
Well, that's what I did. So I then decided, well, we'd give it a go. And I knew we've had horses all our lives. Well, all Vanessa's life. So we've always had ponies and what have you.
Yeah.
But I really wasn't that interested in them. I liked going to the shows and I liked all the nice bits. I didn't like all the mucking out and all that sort of thing.
Oh, we've got some drinks at the order, is it? Rolling out. Oh.
No pressure, no pressure.
Careful.
You are live, do not swear.
Hello,
Maddie.
Hello,
Hello,
Maddie.
This is Maddie from the All Love Tea Room, everybody. She's plaited her hair for the occasion.
No, she always looks beautiful. Always, yeah.
I mean, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, look at these
We are very lucky, Matt. We've got
Yeah,
some lovely
thank
staff.
you.
We have got some
That looks beautiful.
really nice
Very good,
staff.
lovely. Thank you, Mandy. Cheers.
Thank you.
Oh, bye, Maddie. What a treat.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, and I do agree with that, Jean. You have got
Where
some
was
brilliant
I?
stuff. Where were you?
Horses and ponies.
You didn't like the mucking out.
Alright, so I never really knew anything at all about horses and what you needed, the shampoos, the coats and everything. I knew all about the fashion side of things, so the clothing became very easy to me. But all the horsey side of it, no. This is where I was unsure whether this would work. However, with Vanessa's help, she was working. She had a job elsewhere, but with her help on her days off, etc., and Joe's, we managed to get the stock and get everything built together. So then when we opened, we had a fabulous opening. It was red hot, the place was packed, and we got some lovely people. And I have to say thank you to everybody, to our customers who have remained with us and loyal and have made us such a success and still here as a one-man band. There's not many around really that have developed the way we have, because it was very small when we opened. And I'm really proud of it and really proud of Vanessa and Joe. We've had fun doing it. My customers helped me choose the stock. They'd come in, because I only had a small range, they'd come in and say, have you got this particular bridle, Jean? Well, I haven't got a clue what they're asking. I didn't know what they wanted. I didn't know what they
A bridal dress.
A bridle, a bit, a what, yeah. Come on, let's look in this book. Show me what you want. And they'd show me, and I'd say, no, I haven't got that in. I knew my stock inside out, what I had got.
Yeah.
Because I'd bought it, paid for it, etc. So I knew everything that was there. And I used to say, no, I ain't got that. But what I will do, I'll order it for you. I'll get it for you. Got one for them.
For you.
Got,
Whatever you want, she'll get it.
yeah, I got one
Anyway.
for them, for the customer, and one for me, for the shop. And that's how I built up. My customers bought my stock.
Oh, good idea.
Probably why it's lasted so long then, isn't it? Because it's...
Yeah.
I'd love to see if we could have a customer count from the day one to now. You imagine how many customers have come through that door?
Yeah.
And how many are still coming through? The same customers. That's
Still loyal.
important. But we have customers now coming from all over the country, travelling to us for specialist things that we sell that they can't get. And whenever, we only need to get them in. And once they've come and visited us, I can promise you, they will come back and back.
You're hooked.
We give them
A tag.
a nice experience.
Yeah, no, I
They
agree.
can come in, spend time with us, they can sit and have a coffee, piece of cake, the best paninis. I mean, who did we have in the other week? Andrew Ridley? Yeah, Andrew Ridley from Wham.
Wham!
You've
Well
heard
done.
of Wham,
Wham!
haven't you?
Yes.
Well, we had Andrew Ridley in. Who obviously George Michael's dead, so he couldn't come, otherwise he would have been in it. But
It would have been here.
it
He loves
would have been
cycling.
here, yeah. And Andrew Ridley actually said they were the best paninis he has ever had anywhere.
And that flows on nicely to the door opening.
Panini! Oh my god, Judy, you weren't even looking!
Oh, thank you.
Have you got a... Are you listening to every word she's saying?
She just mentioned paninis.
You just said best paninis in the world and then you just came out with the paninis.
And they were brilliant cranberry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow.
He's a one-man brilliant cranberry man.
He is.
And we're on the lookout, people. Where is
He had
Andrew?
this. He had this.
Andrew, we've got more brilliant cranberry in, so come along. Bring your A-lister friends with you. You know, not Prince, unless it's Prince then, but he's not here either. Whitney.
Tina.
Oh, damn. Who did this spin off with? Wham.
Pepsi and Shirley.
Pepsi and Shirley.
What did the
Ro-
book?
Ro-
The book
no,
space
no,
in
no,
the revision.
Listen, Ronan Kent's mum.
Yes.
Martin
Shirley
Kent.
Kemp.
Yes.
Pepsi and Shirley, backing singers.
Well,
Where
they
have
were-
you been?
Well, that was Wham, wasn't it?
Where were I tell you what I want. Not a figment of imagination. Just a thought in my mother's mind.
You weren't even there.
Yeah, and it's the wrong form. So excuse us, listeners, but it's going to be like ASMR now, do it? So, I will say, so me and Charlie have gone for the brilliant cranberry panini, which is, look at that, ram-packed
Oh my
full
God.
food with crisps and coleslaw. And Jean and, Jean and Joe have gone for the fruit loaf. So it's dead nice.
Oh my god.
Is it good? Have you got the seal of approval?
I'm not even just putting this on like lovely. Do you know what though? I didn't know. So Vanessa hasn't always written.
Vanessa has,
Yeah. So when did she start?
when she was about 4, 5, something.
Right,
like
right.
that. Very young, yeah. And I've written. Don't get me wrong, I've written.
Bet you are.
I used to go and have no filth.
Bleep that one out.
Yeah, I used to go with Vanessa to the riding school
Yeah.
and take her. So I had to plod along. And I thought
Trot along.
I thought I was a good rider.
Ah,
Until
Vanessa.
I decided I might get one for myself. Because now was the time to buy a horse
Yeah.
for me. So I went to have a look at
I never know this. I didn't know this.
Yeah. Well, I went to have a look at a few with Roy, Vanessa, and a few other people to make sure I was getting around. Went to this farm Yeah, get on it. Go for a ride round. Yeah, gets on it. Yeah, off I went out of the farmyard. Right. Oh, this is great. And all of a sudden, it shot into this gate and it was going home. And they were all shouting, keep okay. Well, I dismounted. I jumped on. And I let it go and then I realised,
Just.
horses are not
I'll stick to the clothes horse instead.
that's right.
Well, I have ridden quite a few. But I'm from Cheshire originally, and it was a school. Dirty. Yeah, dirty.
Put it out.
I know. But Prestbury Riding School. And I had a similar thing. It was fine, like they're all like the older ones. It's just right terminology, 14, 15 hands or whatever, so they weren't too tall. And then I'll never forget a black Shire called Yorkie. I was on this horse called Magic, and it just like I was walking it to the wherever we ride, whatever. It sticks its head out of wherever it was and clean ripped it hair and all the flesh all the way up to its ear.
Oh,
So from its mouth to its ear, it ripped all the flesh.
Oh, crumbs.
That was Magic was the victim.
Magic was very old white, I can't remember what year. But yeah, so Magic was never ridden again.
So did that stop you from...
This is our memorial.
Did that stop you from
memorial.
No, do you know what though?
Magic
It did put me off. I never got thrown off or dismounted. But but yeah, I think I would. You speak about riding again, don't you?
Yeah.
You'd like to.
I need a Shire horse, mate, a minute. Rough me down. And the thing is, I would go back riding. One, I got a horse. I could find one, I'm sure. But I mean, I'm at the right place really, but I can't ride without the gear, mate. Unfortunately, my nice Italian leather riding boots and beautiful riding hat were all put in the fire. I know, not
Oh my god.
not accidental. It was purposely done. And that's the end of that story. So yeah. So I daren't get on with a pair of trainers on and a bloody one of them skull hats look like something
we've
from
got all
riders.
the gear, so yeah.
And I've got no idea.
Idea, so
And if you wanted to
come
get
the
something
right
in,
place. Yeah,
thanks.
I'll get
There you go,
something
I'll ask Jean.
in. Anything.
She'll get to it.
Yeah.
never mind, that's Jeeves, that's Jean. Right.
Sweet, so
Sorry, I'm
I'm
enjoying
trying to
it.
say what I was going to say though, I was going to go on from that. Do you want to continue?
You haven't got to go to you. Yeah.
Am I having a stroke? Can you stop those nose?
Shall I tell you about one
She's on a roll, come on.
of my experiences that I had? One of the things that sticks in my mind was that we won Retailer of the Year for 3 years running with Beta.
Right.
That was in 2010, 11 and 12, didn't we? And, yeah, sorry.
Beta.
So, on the 2012 one, Vanessa kept saying to me, now look, all right, we'll enter, but don't get too excited because there's no way we're going to win because they will not let us win 3 times on the trot.
Yeah.
So I said, I says, don't you go down. I says, I think we could win. Anyway, the night before, I had a dream and I had a premonition.
Okay, crystals.
And when we was driving down, do you remember? When we were driving down to Beta in Birmingham, I said, we're going to win. I says, and I'll tell you why. I had this dream.
Yeah.
And I can tell you word for word what the guy is going to say when he gets up on that stage. And I told them what it was. Which, if I'm being honest, I can't really remember what it was. But I did tell them what it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, Vanessa, right, don't you show me up. Don't you be going round saying to everybody, we're going to win, you're going to show us up and you're going to look stupid because I'm telling you now, don't be disappointed, we won't win. I said, I'm telling you, we will. We will win. So anyway, we get there, we had a lovely night, it's gala night, you get all dressed up and everything's fabulous. And
Yeah,
there's
3-course meal.
3-course meal, yeah.
Oh, just like this.
Yeah, lots of people there. And I did say it to a few people. Because they would say, how do you think you're going to do, Jeannie? Well, I had this premonition. And I'm telling you now, we're going to win.
Thank God you did.
Thank God you did, yeah.
There we are. So you've had your meal and you're just waiting for all the razzmatazz that goes off and you're waiting for the results. This guy gets up on the stage and I'm sitting there thinking, don't say anything, Jean, don't say. And he came out with the words. He couldn't get them all out of his mouth because he came out with exactly the words that I'd said. These two were up before he'd even mentioned Iron Horse. Way with that, yes!
I went, no country store.
And it came out and it said, and it's Iron Horse, third. Everybody in the room were up, yay!
Oh.
So that were it. So we decided then not to enter really anymore
push your luck.
because you're pushing your luck then. aren't you?
And then people will be thinking you're actually a witch.
Yeah. But I am psychic.
Shouldn't have a premonition like you.
Psychic,
I am
psychic, yes.
Yes, could be a witch.
Could
At
be-
times I've been called worse.
Oh, I don't
So-
believe it.
But yeah, so there you go. Anyway,
Wow.
I'll let you take
New
it.
section coming in soon.
Beat her, beat her.
Did you not even take the mic off the guy
I might
and then
have
tell
done that.
everybody that you'd
Yeah,
had the dream?
Probably did, didn't I? Yeah, I did.
No.
I went
Because
up
when
there.
you win, you don't make a speech. They just say, "Here's the winner. Up you go.
Yeah.
Pick up your prize,
Oh.
Lovely
photograph."
trophy.
it." But yeah,
She
mic.
forgot.
I forgot that bit. Yeah, I did.
Ah.
I did.
It was Terry Wogan, weren't it? Who did it?
What's that?
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
It was fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
so is beat her still a thing?
Yeah.
It is. It's
Yeah.
the British Equestrian
Yeah.
Trade
We've
Association.
got Claire.
And Claire, who is the top dog at Beater, we're actually interviewing her next week.
We are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Segue
put
to
a good word in. We
I'll
might,
tell her.
might enter next year.
I said, I've got Psychic Sally at Cottage. Want to get her out?
Yeah. Do you remember 2012?
Remember that octopus that
Do you remember,
we did
do you
the
remember that
World
woman
Cup?
that just grabbed the mic? God, your back really echoes in here, doesn't it?
Yours just echoes.
Like Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, so that's lovely to see, well, here and see, how Iron Horse has developed and how you really developed a business out of something you didn't really know about.
Yeah.
You knew about the retail side, but actually the actual, not genre, but the
Genre.
type of retail shop you didn't really know about, but you've learned through
Sorry, guys.
asking questions and not being scared to say, well, what do you want? What is it? So I think it'd be really nice for us just to mention Roy,
I
obviously.
think you should.
Because obviously Roy was the hands-on, handyman, the guy that everyone saw when they pulled in, who chucked the feed in the back of the car, and yeah, just no one had a bad word to say about him, did they really?
No.
And obviously-
Roy had the sight of what it could be.
Yeah.
I was not that sort of person who could visualise what could be done. Do you know what I mean? Had I have visualised it, I might never have done it. 7 days a
She
week.
weren't psychic that week.
Yeah. No premonition
7
there.
days a week for... How
The
many
rest of the
days a
term.
week do we close? A year, should I say?
3.
And only close 3 days a year. That takes some doing, doesn't it?
And it's the 20th anniversary this year.
You only close 3 days a week.
Oh,
A
3
year?
days a year. A year.
That's why she's driving a bed.
She's trying to do
She ain't
quick
mad over. She's driving a bed.
362. Is that correct?
Not on a leap year. How many leap years have we had in 20 years? We're not good on that.
That is mental then.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's been hard work, but I'm proud to say Roy had the vision, he built it all, he did it all, and he had a vision for a tea room, which I never ever wanted because I could see it being hassle is the word. Because I don't like cooking personally.
But it's lovely.
And he had the vision, and we put it on hold, didn't you, when Roy died. And so decided not to bother, but then Vanessa and Joe wanted to go ahead after Roy had died, and I'm sure he'll be extremely proud of us
Absolutely.
if he's looking down on us.
I'm sure he is. Going, what the fuck is she doing? And actually, linking to the team, I think it's a great add to the shop that actually takes us away from other places, and it's just that place where once you've done a bit of shopping, you can just relax.
With the friends, that is why we did it. Horsey people love to talk with each other about the horses, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it was, like a little hub where they could get together and have a chat and have fun.
And that we have done.
And that has happened, yeah. And now I'm retired, by the way, so I am retired.
So if you want some, don't ask us.
Yeah.
I'll still get it. But Joe and Vanessa are now running everything, and they've taken the business from strength to strength. Along
You're
with
still the best saleswoman though.
absolutely.
This woman, right, well, I'll tell you now, everybody, this is how good she is. I swear she turned the light off when I walked into the shop one day. I had a beautiful black horse, and I was looking. I was only young, I was 16, so I came with my friends, they brought me through. I thought I'll need some overreach boots. And I said to Jean, are these boots red? Yeah, they're red. They're red. I said, what's the look? Look at the black, they look gorgeous on a black horse. I thought, I'm having them. I got them home, got them out the bag, they were bright pink. Your future pink, and I'm like, well, I can't take the boots back now because I've gone all this way, I can't drive. So if you ever saw a black horse, it was
must have both been colourblind then.
No, you're just a cracking saleswoman. She turned my eyes to change colour. So, what is going on? What's been going on, Joe? What's been happening in the shop? We've got a sale on at the minute.
We've got sale on, 20% off clothing and competition wear, which is going well. Lots of good brands with children's wear as well.
She knows.
Yeah, we've got lots going on there.
She didn't know she had a vision.
We've got some new styles of long riding boots in, Italian riding boots, which are good.
Oh, are they fireproof?
Only if you put them in a fireproof box.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
Or hide them. Yeah, so gearing up for the football, aren't we, on Sunday?
Of course, I can't believe we're here. We're in the final.
Played very well though, apparently, isn't it? If we play like this.
This is the funniest thing. Why are we talking about football with the worst talking about football?
Excuse me, I'm really straight.
You probably know more about the football than I do. I just know it's just overly paid. Oh, I shouldn't do that.
I was with you when we last got to the Euro final.
Do you remember I painted my face as an England flag and I'm going, you, your mum, your dad and your gran were off to Vindaloo.
That wasn't the last time. The last time was at Bev Yates' birthday.
It's been Bev's birthday.
Do you remember?
Well, I don't remember because actually that night I ended up drinking that much limoncello. I ended up pushing my face against the patio window and I fell asleep. They lost, didn't they?
Yeah.
Did they get to the final as well that year? Yeah.
France.
Italy.
Yeah?
Italy.
It's a same
Europe.
colour, different way.
Yeah. And who have we got this time?
Spain.
They didn't get to final, I don't think, did they? Did they get to actual final?
In the Euros, yeah.
Yeah.
This time, yeah. Tomorrow.
I
last
thought
time.
this was the very first time they've had it
Abroad.
No, abroad.
Well, in
Yeah.
England last time. What old soil they'd say, wouldn't they?
Right.
Oh, turf.
I've got you.
Turf.
Yeah.
Well, listen. It's gone out my head. Oh no.
I love that we've managed to make this about football.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Have you followed the Spanish rugby team on TikTok?
No.
Phenomenal. I mean, there's no ball sports going on, but it's all changing rooms and it's cracking.
Wow.
Whoever does the marketing for that team is
The Spanish rugby team.
Yeah. If you listen to us now,
Jean's on TikTok. She loves it.
type in
Yeah,
Spanish
Jean, if we
rugby
can-
team. Oh my God, it's
We
like
just order some of them in the stock.
yeah, and double.
One for you, one for me.
God,
One
it's
for
like
us.
watching Spanish gods, isn't it? In shorts.
Well, let's hope the football team are the same.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to watch it because if I watch anything, I watched that for 5 minutes in the loss. Bear in mind, I'm cross-eyed. So yeah, gear up for football.
Yeah.
We'll leave that there because I ain't got a clue about football. You'll probably know more about us. Hey, and we discussed this week we're going to potentially get a new hobby, aren't we?
Oh yes.
Yeah,
New hobby.
we're going to look at pickleball.
Pickle.
Oh.
Pickleball.
Is it pickle or picket?
Pickle.
Pickle.
Yeah. So pickleball is what all the celebrities are doing at the minute in LA.
No way.
Now this is how you're supposed to learn pickleball before you learn tennis, and this is how you can imagine it. It's a badminton court, but
With
the net's down on the floor like tennis.
a tennis net.
It's like big not 10 pin,
Table tennis.
table
bat.
tennis bats
But big.
with a ball that's got holes in. Do you remember that?
The plastic.
Them old
Yeah,
dog
the old
balls
dog
used to
balls.
get with
Yeah.
plastic with holes in them. It's like that.
It's meant to
I
be.
hadn't got it yet.
Well, you got it me for Christmas, didn't you? Like
Yeah.
TK Maxx for doing it.
takes off, I'll buy all the stuff for the shop so we can sell it. You see.
And I can become the instructor.
Yeah.
Pickleball Pete.
Pickle Puff Pete.
Pickleball.
Pickle Puff. Come play Pickle Puff here at Iron Horse. All the stock's inside. Chow down on a panini.
And view the Spanish rugby team.
And that's a wrap.
So, obviously, coming in the next episode is going to be,
Claire.
dare I say it in here, if it's just turned on, Alexa, who is a racing marketer, or
Marketing executive at
Yeah.
Doncaster Racecourse.
I knew she's going to do it. Alexa, off. We'll not mention their name again.
She's here. She's ready.
When I did the interview, I had to turn it off because it was hilarious. Every time I said a name, it kicked on, so it's on. So that's like dead exciting. She's a dead lovely girl. She's done lots for careers in racing. That's a good one to listen out for if you're coming into the
To
industry.
tell you, our brother's won again.
Shut up.
No, he won again yesterday.
Wait, is he in Australia?
I think
Was
he's won
it?
his-
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
3 races, I think. That might have been his 4th, I'm not sure. But yeah, I've seen it this morning.
So when this podcast is released, it's won twice, but when I've recorded the podcast, it's only won once. So please get excited when you listen to episode 6.
Is
That's
Alexa
amazing, though.
the girl who worked for us?
Yeah, Sarah's daughter.
Sarah's, yeah. Well,
So our brother's
Part of
just
the
gone
Iron
over to
Horse
New
family.
Zealand.
I know.
Oh,
Keep it in the
wow,
tin.
amazing.
Keep it in the fan.
It's amazing, yeah.
And it is safe to say, we've had a look.
We're
He's
saving
a
your
gorgeous
job
man, isn't
for
he, as
you.
well? I would let him win.
Tell Alexa we'll save a job for her. She can come back.
Alexa,
Don't speak.
your job's here when you want it.
Well, she'll be cracking in marketing.
God, yeah.
And briefly before we discuss this, why not chuck it in there? We've got the keys to the house this week. Woo! It's obviously getting renovated. It has been released now, so I will mention it that the beautiful Molly Marsh from Love Island, who's a very good friend of ours, has bought the house and we're becoming tenants just for the press there, because we are in the press at the minute. Well, I am.
No, you are.
That it's all
That you're moving in with her.
that I'm moving with her and Zachariah Noble, her boyfriend is not. What's happening? I'll tell you, she's not moving in with me. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think. So it's all exciting, all systems go, and hopefully we should be in within the next 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Gonna have a sheer panic then like that. Laptop turned off. I'm like, no! So it's all exciting for us on our end, all exciting for you on your end with the sale, and ladies at lunch for Jean.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
why not? She's worked her ass off.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that's all from us this time.
Very good.
Thank you.
So
How was
thank
your paninis, by the way?
Oh yeah, actually.
I mean, I'm trying to be polite, but this is about to be gobbled in 2 minutes. So.
Charlie hates when you can hear somebody talk eating, so the fact that he's sat next to the mic, he'll know that when he listens back this, he'll go in.
I've actually done really well because normally in these situations I feel like I can't eat and then I'm so upset that the food's gone cold.
Maybe I'm full now, I can't eat Christmas. I want to eat it, but maybe I should film a podcast every time I eat, because I would scrap. That'd be probably 3 bites.
Well, you
Eating
do
hails.
eat. I
inhales.
Started eating before you finished.
Do you remember?
That's
And then we
That's
try to wrap it up.
like at home with his dad. Me and Andrea, you turn and they're putting things in the dishwasher, and I've only just put salt and pepper, condiments, everything on, and I'm like.
We once went to the cinema to watch Bohemian Rhapsody. Do you remember we went to Pizza Express? I know we're trying to wrap it up, people. Sorry, keep listening. I went to Pizza Express before. There was just 4 of us there. I got my pizza first, and they said, get on with it because we're going to be late for the cinema. I said, all right then, gone. Jean had just got her pizza delivered and mine were gone, and the bloke said, have you had yours? Is yours still yet to come? And I said, no, I'm eating that.
You could have said no and got a free
And he
one.
said, in the 4 years I've worked at Pizza Express, I've never seen anyone eat a pizza like that. Because I literally just folded it in half and folded it quarter to it. It was beautiful.
They all know you've got a big mouth.
So why not use
I'm a lucky boy.
So that's the end of Straight with Us now. Thank you very much. Goodbye.